Hello, everybody. My name is Dio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we are coming to you live from the Adepticon System Open here in the Chicagoland area. We're super happy to be here. We are in the top 8. All players playing in this round have guaranteed themselves a ticket to Worlds, and we got Tyler Tippet versus Adam Kempers here. Tyler Tippet, Illinois native of Peoria area, and Adam Kempers of Hangar 19 in Indianapolis. Both players that have special connections to my heart. This round, I'm joined by...
I'm Johnny Randazzo, excited to be here as well.
Let's go ahead and break down these lists.
So Tyler is bringing a list that we've seen a lot of today, especially for the top players, and it is Quad Phantoms.
Yep.
So what does Tyler want to do? He's starting in a block formation, so it'll be interesting to see if he stays in that formation or spreads out. We usually see these Phantom lists spread out at some point, whether that's early on or after the initial engagement remains to be seen. Adam is bringing a Rebel hodgepodge. We have 2 Blue Squadron X-Wings, 2 Blue Squadron B-Wings, and Zeb in the Sheathipede, of course, with the Rebel staple, Leia. So Adam, this is more of a jousty list, so we may see Adam taking a more direct approach.
Yep.
It'll be interesting also to see if he stays in formation or spreads out, because spreading out, you can get more arcs in more places. Staying in formation, you may be able to keep your shots keep your ships sort of together and focus a little better. So we'll see what approaches they set up on opposite sides of the table. We have these pretty small cluster of small asteroids clustered together all around this section of the board. So we'll see if they engage kind of more in open space or in the thick of those asteroids.
Yep. So I was talking to Tyler Tippet before this match, and I was asking him, what's the strategy here? He goes, don't get shot. So it sounds like his game is more of the arc dodging. If you look at Adam's list, Adam is all at initiative 2. That gives him a lot of movement flexibilities, especially to have the opportunity to cover a lot of arcs. But because Tyler gets to move last and has the barrel roll available, he could be using that to get out of arcs, start spreading them out, and try to pick off this Rebel beef list.
Sure.
People are asking how I'm paying you, Johnny.
I've gotten some food. I've gotten some swag.
Yeah.
And I've gotten some kind words.
Love and appreciation.
Love and appreciation. So we're just waiting for, I guess, official time to start.
Yeah.
Here, a judge call behind us. There's the hyperspace event going on behind us. I see a lot of separatists in that hyperspace event.
Are you guys ready to go? You guys ready to go? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, time.
All right, so Dion started the time.
Put the team on my back.
And away we go.
We got a clock.
We got a clock.
Yeah. All right, Adam using the classic Rebel. Oh wait, I lied. No, I thought he was putting down 1 forward. He's turning out to start. I find it interesting that he marked the X-Wing. Why is it the X-Wing is not moving first? Because they're all initiative 2s, but he wants that room for the barrel roll.
Barrel roll.
Got it. So that means probably the X-Wing's hard 2ing and barrel rolling towards the board edge, I would guess.
So I'm trying to figure out which squad this asteroid placement favors. We have this cluster of asteroids. Is that more to one player's advantage over the other? I think the Phantoms like to hide behind asteroids if they can, but they don't want to be too close to asteroids because it cuts off some of their decloaking options.
The Twitch poll is open, so if you want to participate in that, go ahead. Number 1 for Tyler of the Scum and Villainy podcast, and 2 for Adam Kempers of Hanger 19. Choose your champions. The hyperspace qualifier is going on behind us. As information for that becomes available, we'll let you know, but we're focused here on the main event. Barrel rolling towards the outside. So it looks like people are really favoring Adam here in the poll, Johnny.
Yeah, and it's always a question of if this is more popularity or more feeling of advantage. But we'll see how this plays out. Obviously, 2 top-level players. Yeah. We're very familiar with both of these players because we see them frequently at top tables.
Yep.
And so cannot count either of them out.
Yep, and I think part of it is just people are a little bit tired of the quad Phantoms. Now, they're good, right? No shame on any player who plays them. Like, if you want a competitive list, that is currently one of the top meta lists. And I did say on the podcast this week that if I was flying here and trying to win, I think the best list that gives you the best chance is quad Phantoms. And it's proven my point here.
All right, so those Phantoms are going to turn as well. We see at least the front 2 doing the same maneuver.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what is the game plan for these players. Now, Adam does have the advantage in final salvo, and Adam is willing to play it super patient. Yeah. I know him as a player, and the Phantoms, they're known as a moving fortress. Like, hey, we're not going to engage. You engage us.
That's right.
And I wouldn't be surprised. I know that people like seeing on stream dice slung around.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised to see these players take it nice and slow.
Yeah.
And wait for the other person to crack.
Yeah. And I mean, both these players know what they're doing. So they're going to take on whatever strategy gives them the best chances.
And when we say moving fortress, we mean in the sense of, you know, they don't have to commit to any specific direction. So looks like he's going to be decloaking forward.
We can just see down the way Nathan Ides' game. There's another table with a camera that is recording that game. Nathan Ides also facing down quad Phantoms.
The one with crack shot, by the way, if you guys are wondering, is this one. Number 1. It's the fully painted. Put in some little marks here so we can actually see which one is which. FL fully painted. Number 2 is just the tip of the Phantom is painted.
All right, so players kind of
half
circling each other in a sense.
Yeah.
One's staying along one side of the board, the other staying along the other side of the board. It is interesting that these X-Wings just barrel rolled to the right, and now we see at least the first one barrel rolling to the left. So some interesting repositioning already in these early turns.
Is you barrel rolling forward or back? Just curious.
I did not catch.
Let's take a look here. It looks like it's back. On the line. Tight formation, yep. As far back as possible. Just taking the time.
Yeah, this gives him the most options for next turn. He could turn or continue to move straight.
Now, I will tell you, to get to this point, Adam did beat a quad phantom list.
All right.
To get into the top
Right.
8 here.
Okay.
So
he knows how to fly against it.
He knows how to fly against. He's developed a game plan, and from facing him in the Outrider Cup, I know he's all about the game plan.
Sure.
He's developed it. He will execute it. Very highly respected player in the Midwest area. Tyler Tippett, mostly known for his absolutely the super ugly hat that he wears.
I kind of like it. I don't know.
I was challenging somebody to create a Twitter account, Tyler Tippett's hat.
I mean, he has several, is the thing. It's not always the same one.
Well, that's why it's just hat, and then you can swap out the pictures for the, there's an orange one, and there's this blue one.
Right. See, this is what now this is an argument for why you should get Instagram, because you could just
snap a pic.
Snap a pic.
Yeah.
So the Phantoms turn in, and we'll see where they go from here.
Here's the thing, right? Like, that could just be a threat. Like, he could very easily just decloak to the bottom of the board,
yep.
hard one again.
Turn back.
Yeah, and see if he can get Adam to commit. This could just be bait. That hard 3 is it's a pretty aggressive turn in there, and might just trying to trigger a response here from Adam.
I kind of like the decloak down here, and then just kind of go forward slowly.
Mm-hmm.
See if he can kind of get Adam to commit, either like flying away maybe,
mm-hmm.
and then try to catch him from behind.
Yep. Yeah, I think this turn right here is going to really affect the momentum of the game, because one or the other, it's going to gain position, advantageous position on the other.
The hat is like someone playing poker with sunglasses. It's more of a psychological tactic.
I mean, it
according to the Twitch chat,
it hides your eyes. Here's the thing, though. Tyler's super tall, so when he's looking at the board, you can see his eyes anyway. Short people like me, the hat is to cover your eyes.
Right.
And decloaking to the left.
The other way, which is also good.
I want to remind you guys that this round is brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives. Use code Adepticon19 for 15% off. No minimum order here. Whatever you need, whether you need just a few tokens or you need to get yourself a full set. Go to curledpawcreatives.com or look them up on Etsy to get yours today. Also, a shout out to our friends at Canon Cantina. The Canon Cantina podcast focuses on the development of Luke Skywalker through canon and the Disney legends. They're going to be on the podcast stage at Star Wars Celebration on April 13th. Look them up. They do an absolutely fantastic job, very knowledgeable in Star Wars, and if that's your thing, head over to, and you're going to be at Star Wars Celebration, go ahead, go to the podcast stage. They actually have some exclusive swag that they're going to be giving out on the 13th. One forward, might get some bump pitch here from Zeb. Got the conga line.
Which is fine. Adam knows exactly what he wants to do here. One forward.
I heard him say S foils are closed. Does that mean we have some boosts here? Or he might just be getting into the rhythm of thinking about S foils before he moves? JMB117 says, I don't recognize any podcast stage that doesn't feature GSP. I will tell you that we did apply to do something at Celebration, and no gaming podcasts whatsoever were approved. So,
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. No, two of the bigger podcasts in Star Wars gaming both applied. So it was us, and also the Knights of Ren podcast, who do Destiny.
Sure.
Both of us were
denied.
Were denied.
All right, so both these players taking it easy. Nice and slow. 10 minutes down already.
Yep. See, the 3 hard there was bait. Absolute bait.
All right, so Tyler has an idea what he wants to do. Adam's kind of looking, assessing the situation, hands on hips, looking down at the board, picking up some dials, and making a decision. All right, dials are down. And here we get the decloaking. I know. All right, so we see that those decloaking moving to our left, those phantoms right. Just trying to get a better position here, better angle. Maybe still trying to get behind this rebel list. We'll see. Because I don't think Tyler wants to take this list on head on. But we shall see. So that's all the decloaks. I think it's on Adam now to decide who to move first. Flips the dial for the X-Wing, and I see, is that a 3 straight, I believe? And just going to grab a focus. No repositioning. Next, 3 straight. Focus. Now the B-Wings, I'm imagining the same thing, 3 straight. And a focus. Same thing from the other B-Wing. And finally, the Sheathipede is revealing a 3 straight. So staying completely in formation here. Next turn, maybe a turn to turn in. We'll see, or maybe just continue to stay along the edge of the board. Try to get Tyler to come to you a little bit. Dion is stepping away for a moment because we are having internet issues. Those on Twitch, I'm sure, are already aware. I am commentating in the meantime while Dion tries to sort out how to reconnect to the internet. We see Tyler turning in trying to flank / chase that rebel list and thinking about an action here. You see him leaning over the table. He's turned the hat backwards to get a better, closer look at that Phantom. Leaning over, trying to visualize spaces here and figuring out what to do. He grabs a token, but he's not sure.
Nope.
Fist clenched, trying to decide. Puts down a focus token. Next, Phantom. 3-turn.
Oh, that's not the right. Sorry.
And throwing down another focus. Another 3-turn.
Time's still going. All right, sorry for my silence, guys. Those of you who are watching in the future, we had an issue, a connection issue. So we're going to be back up and running here. I'm going to be still silent for a little bit while I get all the toys refreshed and working.
And so what we have here, those Phantoms are turning in, trying to get into a flanking or chasing position. Adam's still staying along the side of the board. No shots have been fired. All those Phantoms cloak back up, giving them options. The formation has opened up a little bit. You see more of like a 4-finger formation rather than a straight block formation. And we'll see if Tyler can get some arcs on those rebel ships in this next turn. I'm not sure if it's time for the rebels to turn in or if they'll continue along the side of the board. We'll have to see how Adam ends up playing it.
Yep. All right, so still being patient. We've got 56 minutes left in the round. Those of you who are joining us live, thank you so much for your patience. Sorry about the disconnect there.
Fortunately, they did not miss much.
Nope.
Because both these players playing the kind of the positioning game right now. And as you see, no shots have been fired. Everyone's still full health.
All right, looks like all systems are go again.
So Tyler has dials down already, knows what he wants to do. Adam has some of his dials down, thinking it over. He seems to, I think he marks a couple of his dials with force tokens. Maybe he marks the X-Wing dial so he knows which ones are which.
Yeah. Those are energy tokens from first edition Epic. Yeah.
Hey, we're going to get Epic back soon, from what I hear.
Yeah.
We could get some Epic games on stream.
Yeah, it'll happen again one day. All right, so let's see what Tyler does here. You see he has broken up the formation a little bit. It's going to be decloaking to the right.
We also got that announcement that card packs are coming, something that FFG promised early on in second edition. And they confirmed that card packs are something that they are still planning to do.
Yes, yes, that is confirmed, as well as some way to get us pilots to ships without buying a separate expansion.
Sure.
Without having to buy a ship.
So maybe it's a card and cardboard type product.
Yeah. So I'm kind of imagining something similar to like a Destiny booster pack, but not randomized. Like you know exactly what you're getting.
Sure.
Where they have like just the cardboard and a card in a sleeve.
Okay, so now Tyler fans out with these Phantoms. 2 went left, 2 went right. So maybe he's trying to chase with 2 and flank with 2.
Yep.
We'll see what maneuver he dialed in.
Give Adam choices, basically. What's going on here?
And it's a K turn?
K turn. He might. He might. He's got Leia.
Oh.
It's free. And he has decided that this is the turn.
I like it. You think I'm going this way? No, no, no. Turning it around. So pops the Leia at the beginning of the turn and executing those K turns. I think the plan or the thinking is to catch Tyler out of position.
Yep.
If Tyler committed to that initial trajectory, now has to sort of refigure his approach. We did see Adam win in the poll, 62% to 38%.
Mm-hmm. If you haven't participated in the polls, very easy to do. 1 for Tyler, 2 for Adam. Just the numbers, enter that in the chat. And with those B-wings getting, having shorter K-turns, Adam's formation now starts to make sense how when he was moving them around to keep them to that board edge.
Sure.
In one strategy, when you control the board edge like he is doing right now, what you've done is you've completely cut off your enemy from being able to attack you from that side, right? So he's using it as a weapon right now to force Tyler to essentially joust him.
Sure.
Now the question is, in the joust, who's going to win? How many ships on how many is going to be? Obviously, usually the winner of the joust who's if you have all of your ships versus 1 or 2 of your opponents. So we'll have to wait and see.
And Tyler does come in on the flank. So perhaps Tyler read this option a little bit and thought, well, if you do K-turn, I've still got you from the top and the bottom.
Yep.
So I don't mind either way.
Yep.
It could have been a good read by Tyler. I think I want to. Is that in range? It looks like it's maybe
it's very
just
close.
On the edge of range 3.
It's really close. But with Tyler's position, even if it's not, what he has available next turn is these decloak out and then getting behind. Yeah. So it's a good time to split for Tyler.
I think we're going to have shots fired here for sure. I think the Phantom that just moved.
Yep. That's number 1.
Number 1, I think, has a.
That's the one with crack shots.
Some reasonable options. Tyler, hat off.
Uh-oh.
Is this serious time?
Full Tyler engage.
The hat is off.
Yep.
On the chair.
Four straight here. Excuse me, 3 straight. And he decides to focus, stays right there.
All right, checking ranges. And he's got
his choice of the X-Wings.
He's got those 2.
Probably the unobstructed one, that's what I'm going to guess. Though he will be able to get continuous shots next turn on the one in the front.
Exactly. I think you go for the one on the front because that's the one you're going to focus fire. Oh, it may be unobstructed is very close, actually, if it gets around that asteroid. We'll see when the dice come out.
Spend the focus for 3.
And first blood.
He's going to go ahead and spend the focus. Takes 2. On the bottom X-Wing.
That ship was nudged a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't matter.
So no damage there.
No modifications. Germ Dude 7, thank you so much for the sub.
And here we go, range 3. 2 hits.
And spend focus for no damage.
Yep. All right, so Tyler able to get a couple of shields early in that engagement. Does Adam have range to anything? I don't think so.
Close, but no. All right. Now what?
We're going to go ahead and close down that pole. It's the first thing we're going to do.
Adam maybe
Slightly favored in the matchup according to the audience.
That's right. But Adam maybe turns in, tries to take out a ship. It's interesting. Tyler is higher initiative, so he could wipe out a ship before it even gets to fire.
All right, just one of the judge saying we got an official judge for our stream table now. So any questions, he'll be walking right over. Thank you to the judge staff here at Adepticon, by the way. They've been doing a wonderful job.
They've done a great job. Honestly, this is one of the quickest running tournaments I think I've been a part of.
Yeah.
They really are organized this year.
Well, and I know that the digital, the using Best Coast pairings as a system has its hiccups and its flukes, but overall, I think it has sped up not having to crowd around a single sheet of paper.
Yeah, that's right.
For your thing. It really, for these big events, it really has made a big difference.
Yeah.
Again, not perfect whatsoever. They've gotten a lot of feedback from me. A lot of feedback from me.
And from others, I'm almost certain.
And they're fully aware. They're trying. They're working on it. And we'll see how things go in the future.
All right, so Tyler playing pretty quick, knows exactly where he wants to go.
Knows exactly what he wants.
Adam thinks it over for another additional couple of seconds, but seems like he's got a plan. Now it'll be interesting to see. Sorry,
yeah, I'm curious to know where this Phantom is going to go, because I think that's the one that's at most risk of getting shot, because it has the least amount of distance that it can move and get shots while not being in 3 to 4 arcs.
Sure. I was going to say, I want to see where the Sheathipede wants to go, because it's the only ship facing the wrong direction.
He's just here. He's like, listen, I'm here to carry Leia and to coordinate things. That is it.
Yeah, I'm just saying you want to make sure you don't bump with that ship flying into your other ships.
Agreed. Deke looking forward. All right, he's taking an aggressive approach here.
Sure, I think anticipating a little bit where Adam's going to go. Maybe see a one turn from that that middle Phantom.
Yep, so he's going to have shots coming from 3 different directions. Most likely, these are banking maneuvers here at the top. Maybe a straight there.
Yeah, so this is spreading out arcs, creating a bit of a kill box. And Adam obviously had to decide where he was going to go. That's 2 turn from the B-Wing.
Yep.
Using that side hash mark to execute the turn.
Yep.
And thinking about actions, Adam's thinking posture is hands on hips, looking down.
Yeah.
And now you see him leaning over the table.
I think one of the things, if he has 2 turns with the X-Wings and the other B-Wing marked in, it may have been more advantageous looking at where this guy is going to end up when turning in here. Maybe to move one of the other ones first and kind of get a gauge on whether or not that B-Wing needs to barrel roll. Again, we have to see what
if they all did 2 turns.
Yeah.
Right. Adam leaning over the table, checking out his formation, checking out distances, checking out arcs on those phantoms. Hands back on hips. Tyler's taking a seat, legs crossed, waiting to see how this plays out. He knows when maneuvers he's dialed in.
All right, so he is doing barrel roll focus here.
Barrel roll focus.
That's a great linked action combination on the B-Wings.
Now deciding who to move next. So the sheath of Pete is going straight, is what I heard.
Yep. We'll get some coordinate action here, I would guess.
Ow! What the what?
Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe a target lock comes out to get some extra firepower.
So it looks like Leia was popped. It was a K-turn. No.
No, because Leia went last turn. No, it was just a 3 straight.
Oh, it was just a 3 straight. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm brain fart, guys. 3 straight. Coordinate the target, the focus to the X-wing. So I got a little distracted here. People yelling behind us. My own squad mates distracting me during a cast.
Stuff for the giveaway?
Yeah.
They're having a good time. And now we get a 1 bank. So spreading out the formation a little bit here,
Yep.
continuing to spread out the formation perhaps.
I like a barrel roll here. No.
Sticks with the focus. Yeah, barrel roll I could see because you think you know where that phantom's going to end up.
Yeah.
But maybe he's just giving up on that phantom, trying to go for this.
Well, this B-wing could barrel roll focus, though.
That's true.
I guess, yeah, it depends on which one he wants, right? He's dropping the focus.
Right. I feel like he's going for this guy because he knows he'll have more arcs on it.
Right.
Yeah, so I like these 1 banks. Doesn't overcommit to anything, but still getting
Still has options, yeah.
Getting some options. A little bit of a crowd around. There's actually 2 tables with cameras in front of us.
Yep.
One that we're streaming, one that's being recorded.
Yep.
And so both top tables and a little bit of a crowd, maybe about a little under 10-ish, 10 people or so crowding around these players.
And K-turn from the number 1.
Okay, so that's not what
No shots
I
there.
thought.
No, not me at all. Neither did I.
Tyler says, where's that stress token?
Yeah.
Here we go.
So he's going to have that X-wing's in for some pain right there. It's going to be range 1 shots. Here's another range 2 shot from this Phantom.
If only he had known, he could have barrel rolled, right? But
Well, I think the barrel roll wouldn't have actually helped.
no.
No. It would actually it would have just put him in range 1 of 3 of them.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, and Tyler said, you know what, I don't care about that rock. I'm going to get the decloak anyway. Now, this Phantom is going to get some shots.
That one's in some trouble, yeah. So
But he might have the barrel roll to the right to at least avoid that range 1 B-wing right in front of him.
I don't think it fits. But Tyler's going to decide. You see Tyler.
Oh, there's the hat.
Yeah, there's the hat. Hat confirmed.
Yep.
He's getting on eye level. He's all. Tyler's a tall guy. He is all the way down at the level of the table, trying to see line of sight.
With us normal people.
Us mere mortals. He wants. I think he wants to know if barrel roll right fits. I don't think so, but you think maybe it does.
It's tough to see. I think it does.
I almost want to get a judge before this even happens.
Yeah, it's very close. So it looks like he's just gonna drop the focus there.
Too
There
close
he
for
is.
comfort.
Yep. So that one's gonna take 4 shots, including a range 1. Maybe, but Tyler's gonna try to see if he could delete something off the table too.
Oh, of course, of course. This is. I mean, this is going to be an exciting round.
I think that X-Wing's gonna get it. All right, let's get ready for some dice. There you go. Range 1.
Ooh.
That seems good.
Two shields down.
2 shields down. So it's going to take 2 crits.
Yeah, it was the one that was already damaged.
Structural damage into
Structural damage? It's 2 structural damage, right?
double structural damage.
So that's a bad day for that X-Wing.
That's a bad day.
Range 2 obstructed. Looking to finish the job.
Yeah, he has no agility.
Oh.
He gets 1 through the rock, but he's dead no matter what.
And he burns a direct hit.
Yep. Still has 2 Phantoms left to shoot here. So it looks like it's unobstructed. Hit crit.
Blanks.
2 shields. Range 2 from that Phantom sitting in front of all those arcs. He probably doesn't spend it here.
No, he needs to save it. That guy's in trouble.
Yeah. He's going to go ahead and hold it. And jukes it. He's going to go ahead and take the damage.
All right. Adam grabs his range ruler.
I think he's measuring from Zeb first. He's got that back arc on those Sheathopeds. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, and he's got him a range 3.
Range 3, 2 dice.
Try to burn a token here at least, right?
Yeah.
Hit
Hit crit. And he actually has to make a choice. Takes a shield.
Takes the damage.
Zeb doing the good work. He's actually going to spend the focus. Okay.
He wants to spend it. Sure.
All right. B-Wing, range 1.
3 hits.
Takes 2 shields. Range 2 from the other B. Also has a focus. 2 hits.
2 hits. Nothing.
Spend the evade.
Spend the
Takes
evade.
1. That's half points on that.
X-Wing range 2.
Yep.
2 hits. How about that?
Yep.
2 eyeballs. Takes 2.
Takes 2, and he's off the board there. And ships removed from the table. So traded a Phantom for an X-Wing.
Yeah, interesting.
Well, see, Tyler also got half points on one of the other X-Wings. So right now, Tyler is ahead in points, 62 to 51.
Interesting, interesting turn of events. I think Tyler has the better positioning here.
Yeah, the decloaks. He's got those 3 Phantoms all on the backside,
Yeah.
and Leia is not charged up to be used to turn him around.
That's what I'm worried about for Adam. Dials.
Yep. Huh. And looking at some of the options he's got here. I mean, I'm thinking that this B-wing and this X-wing, I mean, to try to get arcs on, you might just you 2-turn and maybe use that barrel roll.
Okay, but what if Tyler decloaks this way and then turns in? I mean, is he?
Yeah, I mean, that's right. He would not have the angle there. So maybe do you disengage this turn? You're gonna leave Zeb all by himself. Your Leia carrier is
That's true.
left for dead in the corner there. Man,
So
that's a tight game.
Tyler sets his dials, but then picks them back up, thinking it over.
Well, he's got a lot of options here.
Exactly.
And you have a lot of different permutations that can happen. Like, there isn't really an obvious choice. Does he want to... It just really depends on where Tyler wants to commit his resources this turn. Because he could go after Zeb, but I think that opens you up to the attacks from the X-Wing and the B-Wing.
Yeah, I don't think he minds Zeb so much. Dials are set. Decloaks.
All right, staying on the backside, he believes that Adam won't K-turn here.
So Tyler has asked Adam to execute the decloak for him, giving instructions on where to set that template, or where to set that ship on the template.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so these ships are trying to stay on the backside.
Yeah. So not really concerned with Zeb, it would seem. I'm going to expect some long, sweeping banking maneuvers here, probably 3 or 2 banks.
Zeb, hard 2.
Hard 2. Drops the focus there. Just trying to keep that Leia carrier alive.
B-Wing. 2 straight?
Yeah, just keeping it patient, I guess. Waiting for another opportunity to engage here.
Re-engage, sure. Clears the stress and focus.
That X-Wing is hurting. Currently has... We're going to go ahead and close the S foils on 68. Looks like it's time to disengage.
So is that a 3-turn?
3-turn. He might be boosting around. Boost focus here. If he makes a 1, this Phantom's going to get him almost no matter what. Even if he did a bank maneuver.
Barrel roll to get some distance, maybe?
I mean, I think boost focus is probably the play here. Just get a little more distance and get a token. Thank you to Duke of Hobbies for resubscribing. We are 27 subs away from unlocking another Vulture droid.
So we do see that boost. And link focus. B-wing, too hard.
Oh, he's trying to get in a little blocking position here, maybe. Little barrel roll focus action. Yes, we do have another con exclusive.
Kind of like the comment, they have the entire board available to them, and they pick the corner farthest away from the camera so that we all have to squint to see what we're dealing with.
I mean, I guess I could, if I really wanted to, it would be, could do something like this. We can enhance.
It's kind of weird.
But it makes it a little blurry.
It's kind of weird. I don't like it.
Do you don't like it? Let's see. I'm curious what the people think.
Easier to cheat.
Do you guys like the zoomed in look? Give me a yes or a no.
Okay. All right. I am overruled.
All right. Cool.
Keep it. Enhance. I saw a no. Gotta cancel.
Vindicated.
Gotta cancel it.
I know it's a little blurry here, but that's we'll pull it out here
if we need to. If we need to. I got it. I got it.
All right.
All right, so we do see a reposition on one of those Phantoms. Yeah, so now I think we see maybe a B-Wing in trouble. Phantom, range 1.
Spends a focus for 2.
Hit crit. Takes it.
2 shields.
Second shots. Range 1. Hit crit.
Seems good. That's going to get into the hole. And the crit is hole breach.
Just a crit.
Taking it.
All day, nothing but blanks. 3 blanks in a row.
Loose stabilizer. Yeah, so he has to go straight, otherwise he's going to take a damage.
And that's a face-up damage because of hole breach. That's it for the Phantoms.
All right, returning fire here.
Crit, crit. So
He's debating whether or not to spend it.
That's right.
Okay, he took the 2 shields there on the second Phantom.
I think so. And that's it. Next turn.
Doing some behind-the-scenes magic here. So thank you for your patience. So they have it zoomed in.
I got it.
We done. All right. Johnny's a pro.
So, I think Tyler ends up a little further ahead on that exchange.
Yeah. I mean, he's slowly just withering away. He got a B-wing left at 2-hull, X-wing at 3-hull. I mean, he could pop both in a single turn.
Yeah, I don't even know what this B-wing does next turn.
He only chose to cloak with that top one, and I mean, that's going to be able to keep him on the backside of that B-wing. Leia is fully charged, so that is an option that's available. Maybe to Talon rolls. There's one. The B-wings have 1 Talons now.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so we could
maybe that's the play. Yeah.
See that there. See that there. This X-wing.
X-wing needs to just do like a bank and boost, maybe.
Yeah. Keep the wings closed and just try to get a shot. Just double checking the game state. All right, decloaking forward 2.
Still a good crowd around these 2 tables. Watching the action, everyone wants to see who will end up in the top 4.
Thank you to Mr. Tipper for your sub. All right, here we go, B-wing.
This is a Leia turn, right? Oh, so he is...
So he's taking the hit.
Taking the damage.
Taking the damage so that he can do a non-straight maneuver. So he's down to 1 hull on that B-wing. Here is the Talon roll. He's hoping that gets him out of arc. That gets him around enough to the backside to be able to get some shots.
And did you catch what crit that was? Because it's a face-up damage card.
Disabled power regulator. So he's going to receive a stress after attacking this turn.
Right. Okay.
Or sorry, before he engages.
Right.
Excuse me. If you're not familiar with that one, the disabled power regulator.
So chat wanted to see Zeb move first and coordinate the repair.
Yeah.
But he might have other plans for Zeb.
All right, there's the focus. I mean, Zeb right now, he's got guns. He's got to use them.
Needs to do some damage. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And a turn from the X-wing. Oh, Talon roll from the X-wing.
Yeah, I mean, he was stressed. It becomes a white maneuver.
Keeping the stress, but getting turned around.
Yeah.
Getting inspiration from Leia Organa.
That's right.
Hope.
Rebellions are built on hope.
And is this a 1 turn?
1 turn, so that's white.
That's white as well. Focus. So we're down under 20 minutes to go. Tyler's up. Adam still has lots of guns.
So what did he decide to do here? So, bank maneuver towards the healthy B-wing. So far, that red B-wing up there sitting on one hole looks to be okay. There's the one hard.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that might get to the B-wing.
A barrel roll to be sure.
And it looks like a 2-bank to jump over. So with that B-wing's focus, this Phantom sitting in front of it needs to deliver at least 2 hits in order to guarantee the kill.
Not too tall of an order.
I mean, that's average, right? And it looks like that cleared. So we will get an action with that Phantom.
Yeah, they really have just stayed in this corner.
Yep.
We had that initial engagement where both players kind of skirting the sides.
Absolutely.
And then they met and they said, I'll meet you in the corner.
Yeah.
And have been circling around ever since.
All right, taking the evade there to charge up the cloak. Also going to be, might be getting shot from, or will be getting shot from some of the other Rebel ships there. Here we go, he's going to try to kill the B-wing, and that will do it. Said he needed 2, and that's guaranteed.
Got it.
Even with the evade on the way out. So no chance for disabled power regulator, no ion token, doesn't matter. He's going to be removed from the table now. Oh, I guess after all the 4s have shot. Range 1. Only got 1 there. He has a focus token. He is in the line of fire, though. Yeah. He's going to go ahead and spend it, though.
I mean, if you're up, sure, why not? Takes 3.
3 into that other B-wing and takes it down to 1 shield. And jukes the single evade there. And spends the focus. Takes 1 damage. Shields are down on the other B-wing. Remove that red one. There it is. So, no shots there.
No arc, yeah.
All right, so that's number 2 right there. That is down 2 shields. And I'm giving himself the best chance to try to take something off the table here. So range 1, 2 hits.
2 hits. Blanks?
2 blanks. He's going to take the 2.
X-Wing.
Range 2. No mods on this one, though. Average is 1 hit. Looking for something over that, though.
Got
there
the
it
1.
is. There's the exact average, 1 of each. And has to spend the evade to live.
It's not too bad for Tyler. Recloaks with 1.
So looking at Adam's resources here, his heavy hitters are, we got 4 hull, already half on the B-Wing, already half on the X-Wing as well. 124 to 75. So only one B-wing is cloaked. That's number 4, fully healthy on the bottom of our HUD there, the left side. I do want to remind you guys, we are doing giveaways at the end of this game. We got more awesome stuff, and we're only 25 subs away from unlocking our second Vulture droid here, the convention exclusive for 2019, to be given away here. Live, on stream, to somebody in the Twitch chat. Go ahead.
No, that's great. I'm excited. Giving you away live.
Yeah. This is that extra bonus you get for watching live. I mean, I love our people who watch later on YouTube. Hi, people watching later on YouTube.
Zenturian, thank you so much for the sub.
Did I just say only one B-wing is cloaked? Hilarious.
You did. I wasn't going to say anything.
You should have corrected me, Johnny.
Yeah. I mean,
sorry. I'm reading multiple things, changing stats, checking on progress, making sure we're not losing our connection. The words.
Ronnie GJ.
1219. Yeah, left.
Thank you for the sub. JMB117, thank you for gifting that sub to Ronnie. It's awesome. Do we have the best community or what?
I think so. I believe.
Always looking out for each other, helping each other out.
Yep.
And here we get the decloak.
I'm super excited for people to take that soundbite and run with it. It's going to be great.
You're a teacher, though. You're used to people questioning what you say and
all the time,
making mistakes and having to deal with that.
Yeah.
So no big deal.
Let's see. Does a 2-bank fit here? It does. Zeb, the hero of the rebellion. Karabast.
He's just gonna stand on the roof of this ship with his.
That's right.
With his staff and.
Just to smack the Phantom. All right, so 1 bank. That is going to be a self bump.
Jay Pavey, thank you for the sub on YouTube. And the last X-Wing doing a 1 bank.
All right, that'll clear the stress. And the wings are currently open. Pretty standard 1 hard from Phantom number 4. Seems likely.
I see a K-turn from this Phantom.
That's Phantom number 1. That one is fully healthy. There is the candy cane.
And the 1 bank just fits in.
Looks like it didn't make it.
No, we think it's a bump.
Yeah, no action.
Maybe the peg overlaps.
Yeah. Range 1 into the B-wing. Hit, crit.
Tyler says, sure, seems good.
He's going to go ahead and spend it. Has crack shot. All right, here's hit, crit. 1 hole left. We'll see what the crit is.
Stunned pilot.
Stunned pilot. After you overlap an obstacle, suffer a damage.
Next shot hits for 1. Spends the focus
There
to
it
evade
is.
it.
Say that focus. There's 1 more, though, coming in.
For 1.
And that's the end of that B-wing.
And whatever he threw, it was going to get juked anyway.
Yep. Zeb in a dream.
There's an X-Wing out there. Not shooting, but...
It's close. Adam says no shot. Zeb, 2 on 2. Got 1.
Evaded.
Safe. We got 6 minutes left.
So they're talking about
the scoring.
Score right now. Oh, handshake.
Handshake.
Is that it?
All right, so they're going to go ahead and call it
Adam
there.
realizes he's a little too far behind.
Yep.
6 minutes left in the round.
Yep.
They knew it.
All right.
Adam's not going to play it out.
Yeah, thank you so much to the players for playing, and thank you to Curled Paw Creatives, our sponsor for that round. Use code Adepticon19 for 15% off. Get your strain tokens. Those we got Wave 3 legal starting like right after this tournament. Actually, it's legal like right now in the hyperspace trial happening.
Is.
Literally right behind us.
Right behind us. I see what's behind us. I see, well, some resistance.
Got some resistance. I see bombers, which are legal in hyperspace.
Oh, I see some Vulture droids down the way.
Hey, Vulture droids. Interceptors are legal now as well. I see a couple Jedi out there. It's happening. Fantastic. Love it. Well, we're in our giveaway section. We're going to do these giveaways fast, though, because Johnny and I, we got to eat some lunch. All right?
We are human beings who need sustenance.
So we're going to get this done really quick.
What are we giving away?
Let's go ahead. Let's do a few cards. One of those, but as we get ready here, we're going to say thank you so much to District Foundry for supporting our giveaway section. You can use coupon code Adepticon19 on their site with a minimum order of $15 to get 15% off of your orders. Let's go ahead and do those. This we're going to be going into, we got the top 4 still, and then the final. We got another one of those. We gave away those templates already. Alrighty, guys. Remember, we are now looking at the count. We're at 21 subs away from
our goal.
From our goal of being able to give away the other con exclusive Vulture. Only 500 of these were total. Were brought to Adepticon. Excuse me, 400 of these were brought to Adepticon. So we were able to get our hands on a few of them, and this is how we can unlock the second one. Let's go ahead, pull up the giveaway machine. What's the matchup? I don't know. Huh? I guess you're going to be on one or the other, right?
Tyler's asking us.
Hold on one second. discussion the next match. We're gonna have Nathan 90. Nathan 90 gets on to the next round. Let's go ahead and do these giveaways so we can at least take a couple bites of this sandwich. Giveaway machine. All right, what's first, Johnny?
Red line.
Red line. Let's go ahead and get out of studio mode there. There we go. Red line. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
Corvus 08. Congratulations, proud owner of a red line alt art. Second red line.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
Peter
Plausch.
P. Lech.
I'm in.
Peter P. Lech. Congratulations.
To remind you guys, the way to become eligible for these giveaways, literally just type. That's all you got to do. Type in our Twitch chat. If you're watching on YouTube, come over to Twitch. Come on. Come hang out with us.
You're not at work.
3, 2, 1, go.
Nora Wexley goes to Alanis 187. Congratulations.
All right. And you can claim your prize by typing !win into the chat and
filling out the form.
Filling out the form to the link that's there. Or what's next, Johnny?
Next up, we have our Trandoshan Slaver.
There we go. Show it off. 3, 2, 1.
And that is going to the Hairy Demon. Name we've seen before, I believe.
Yep.
Next up, we have our Quick Draw.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Quick Draw goes to Charbar.
Charbar, following since 2017 of March.
Thank you so much for the support. And we got another Quick Draw.
Go for it. 3, 2, 1.
Goes to Adam's Glow.
Yes. And remember,
just started following.
Just started following. Well, welcome. You see, you did it. You did it. Just started following. It helps. All right, next we have, let's go ahead and give away 2 of those.
We got some tokens.
Yep.
Or some ship holders, I should say, ship markers.
Thank you to Arch Alliance for giving those to us. Here we go, 3, 2, 1.
Maldevere. Maldevere, congratulations. You'll be getting a ship marker. And the second one goes to
3, 2, 1.
Dangero.
I like that name.
We see you. We see you typing those emotes. Dangero, congratulations. You win. Ship marker. What else we got?
So that's it for this round. That's it for this. We got to hold back the reins a little bit.
Some big ones coming up.
Some big ones coming up. I see we got up to 183 during that giveaway section. We didn't quite hit it to be able to give it away during this round.
Right there.
We're going to let you guys go just for a few minutes. We're going to take a couple bites, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
For
That's it.
The top 4.
See you soon.